In this video, you will learn the hidden mental framework behind how top elite performers, celebrities in Bollywood, international athletes, and high-level entrepreneurs manifest extraordinary lives. I am not talking about people who got lucky once. I am talking about people who attract abundance, success, love, and respect again and again. And you don't need to be a celebrity to use this framework. You can start learning it today and apply it to get results in whatever you are aiming at, from relationships to money, career to business, fitness to emotional balance. This is for anyone who wants to turn inner clarity into outer success. This is not hype. This is not motivational talk. This is deep psychological alignment, the kind that makes success feel natural. And by the way, stick around till the end. I am going to give you a free guided tool called the H.A.T.S method that dissolves negative emotions fast and gives you back control. Now, people study different subjects. Some dive deep into physics, others study journalism, chemistry, economics. I chose to study something else: the structure of results. The questions I asked were: what makes transformation repeatable? What makes success happen again and again? Not as an accident, but as a process. I dedicated my life to answering this. I have invested thousands of hours, read over 500 books, worked with students in 248 cities across 4 continents, and tested these principles in my own life. This video and all my work is based on that research. Stay till the end of the video, because in the end, I will share with you the 3 beliefs you must adopt to raise your vibrations instantly and manifest your desires fast. And one of those beliefs helped one of my students go from repeated failure in school to scoring 100 out of 100 and cracking the IIT JEE exam, one of the toughest exams in the world. And this belief can help anybody looking at producing extraordinary results, be it professional, business, or personal, just not academics. But first, let me give you a quick real life example. A wedding is happening in another city. Ramesh calls his friend Suresh and says, "Bhai, brother, I have already booked rooms at the 5-star hotel where the function is. Stay there comfortably with your family." And Suresh immediately replies, "Arey yaar, no need for all this, Ramesh. I will manage in a budget hotel nearby. Don't waste your money on me. Arey, you always waste money like this." Now, abundance is knocking on Suresh's door, but he is trying to escape from the back door. Let me give you another example. A family walks into a restaurant. They see the more peaceful, slightly more expensive section and still choose the noisy general area, even though they can afford it. Ask them why, and they say, "What's the use? Why spend extra?" But is it really about money or something deeper? Let's find out. Try answering these questions honestly. When someone compliments you, do you find it hard to simply say thank you? Maybe someone says, "You're looking beautiful today." And instead of receiving it gracefully, you say something like, "Arey, come on," nothing like that. Or, "You're just being nice." Or you laugh it off like it's not true. Why do we do that? Let me ask you another question. Do you feel guilty spending money on yourself, even when it is fully justified? Do you say something like, "Why spend unnecessarily? I know it's good, but I don't feel comfortable buying it"? Do you stay quiet in a group, even when you have something valuable to say? Or do you find yourself over explaining, over compensating, just to feel seen? If you are still watching, Drop a W in the comments. It means you are ready to rewire your story. Because the paradox is, some people go silent in a crowd because they feel they don't matter. Others become the loudest just to prove they do. They feel that I have to shout, I have to be loud to prove that I'm worthy. But both come from the same root. I am not enough. And that belief is the first invisible block in manifestation. It's a part of a framework I call the WAP model. W for worthiness. A and P also stand for something, and I will share that with you in the upcoming videos. And today we are starting with the foundation, worthiness. Worthiness sounds abstract, so let me simplify it for you. The word comes from the Old English "we orth." It means to have value. And today it means the quality of being good enough to deserve something. But how many of us are taught the lesson that matters to our growth? The lesson that says, you are worthy exactly as you are. Most of us were trained to believe the opposite. We were told, score better marks, be obedient, don't expect too much, don't talk too loud, stay in your limit. So even when you dream big, there is a voice inside that says, why would that happen for me? Why will I get that? This is where it gets dangerous and sabotages you. Some people shrink and say, I'm happy with less. Others overtalk, overspend, overwork just to feel valid. But both are symptoms of unworthiness. And the truth is, manifestation doesn't respond to your hustle or hard work. It responds to your identity, to your vibration. Now let's look at what worthiness looks like, not as a theory, but through people who have lived it. Anushka Sharma, the actor, once revealed that before she even signed a film, she used to close her eyes and picture the Yash Raj Films logo flashing on the screen with her name connected to it. She wasn't chasing fame, she was holding a vision because deep down she already felt worthy of that stage. That's the vibration. Worthiness doesn't ask, do I deserve this? It says, this feels natural to me. Deepika Padukone shared in an interview that when she entered the industry, she had no formal training, no mentors, and no godfather. She said, I worked it all out on my own, and yet she carried herself like someone who belonged, not with arrogance, but with presence. That's what true worthiness does. It doesn't shout, it doesn't chase, it just arrives fully. I'll give you another example. Alia Bhatt. Watch her off screen. She doesn't perform for approval. She doesn't try to justify her success. She receives it with ease. And that ease is not luck. It is a sign of someone who believes good things are allowed to happen for me. That's a belief. And then there's Shah Rukh Khan. No industry lineage. Both parents lost before he turned 25. Yet, when he came to Mumbai, he famously said, I am going to rule the city. That's not ego. That's worthiness, pure and simple. Not because someone gave him permission, but because he had never revoked it for himself. These aren't just stories of talent. These are case studies in what happens when people don't wait to feel worthy. They decide they already are. But you don't need to be a Bollywood celebrity or a public figure to understand or apply this. You can be an ordinary person with an extraordinary vision for yourself. And this energy of worthiness will still work for you. Psychologist Nathaniel Branden said, no tool for transformation works without self-worth. You can learn a lot of tools from sales psychology to high-ticket closing, NLP to science of manifestation, but they will not work without self-worth. Aristotle called it megalopsukia. I hope I didn't butcher the term there. It's meant greatness of soul. The belief that a beautiful life is not something you beg for, it is something you align with. And spiritually, you are not broken. You were not born to suffer. The universe does not make extras, you see. Think about it. And before we move ahead, I want you to understand this distinction most people never understand. And it could change your life. Worthiness is not the same as deserving. Worthiness is your starting point, it is your birthright. You don't earn it. You are worthy because you are alive. You don't have to prove it. But deserving, on the other hand, is what you grow into through aligned action, through effort, through skill, through stepping into your potential. Worthiness is the soil, deserving is the bridge, reward is the fruit. But if you dream of reward and secretly feel unworthy, you won't walk the bridge. You will block it. The law of attraction without the law of action is a dead end. You don't just vibrate, you walk, you move, you show up. That's the bridge. And it starts by saying, I am worthy. I choose to act from that place. Now, to sum this up, understand so much. This is the distinction between worthiness and deserving. Now, worthiness, you are worthy because you're alive. Deserving is when you put in effort, when you activate law of attraction in your life. Now, let me share a story, and then I will share the 3 beliefs that help you attract abundance by feeling worthy and raise your vibrations. In one of my workshops, a participant told me he hadn't bought himself a decent shirt in 5 years. Not because of money, but because he didn't feel he deserved it. Then I asked him, do people around him, especially his family or colleagues, talk to him much? I said, I don't think they talk to him much. I asked him, do you feel rejected? He looked puzzled and asked me, how do you know that? And that is when I told him that not buying a good shirt for yourself for more than 5 years shows a pattern of subtle self-rejection. And when you don't feel worthy enough for a good shirt, why will your family feel worthy to respect you? Why will your family feel that you are worthy enough for a deep conversation and closeness when you keep rejecting yourself? Why will the world not reject you? I asked him, if you keep rejecting yourself, why should the world treat you any differently? The same night, he bought new shirts. And guess what? The moment he started treating himself as a worthy person, after a couple of days and weeks, people around him started treating him with more respect. His posture changed. His personal and professional life became better. It is not about the shirt. It is about the shift. Let me ask you, what's one thing you have been denying yourself? Not because of prize, but because of identity. A solo trip? A class? A course? A conversation? A gift to your future self? Do it, claim it, break the pattern, and comment below what's one thing you will allow yourself to receive this week, not out of achievement, but out of worthiness. Now, as promised, here are the 3 beliefs to rewire your inner worth. Belief number 1, my worth is not based on performance, it is based on presence. I do not need to earn the right to feel good. This belief helps you stop tying your self-worth to how much you achieve. It reminds you that you can treat yourself with dignity even on days you don't win, don't perform, or don't meet expectations. This is one of the beliefs that my student I was talking about adopted. Now let's look at belief number 2. It says, I have a soul that seeks growth, not comparison. I expand because I am worthy, not to become worthy. You see, I expand because I am already worthy. not to become worthy. You are not expanding, learning, growing, achieving, being, finding that meaning. Not because you want to become worthy. It's just because you are already worthy. This belief helps you grow without constantly measuring yourself against others. It reminds you that improvement doesn't need to come from guilt or pressure. It can come from curiosity and self-respect. Now let's look at belief number 3. And it is, I was born whole. The universe doesn't make mistakes. I am already enough right now. Think about it. Let that land, let that sink. What does this belief mean? Now, this doesn't mean you have nothing to work on. It means you can stop treating yourself like a problem and start building from a place of self-acceptance, not criticism. Now tell me, which belief resonated with you the most? 1, 2, or 3? Debate in the comments. I read everyone. Before we close, remember this. Worthiness and deserving are not the same. Like I said, I'm reiterating here at the cost of repetition. You are worthy simply because you exist. That's your foundation. But deserving? That's what you build through action, effort, consistency. Worthiness says, I am enough. Deserving says, I will show up anyway. And when both meet, the reward comes naturally without force. And now, as promised, here's your gift. In the description, you will find access to the H.A.T.S method, a guided tool to help you shift from emotional heaviness to personal power. Along with that, you will get free hypnosis audios that help shift your vibration and elevate your identity. Use them today. And if those resonate and you want to go deeper, check out Foundation X, my home study course. It's not just a course, it's an identity upgrade system. It's the same system that helped one of my students who was about to lose his job, not only save his job, but also get transferred to the department he always wanted to. Another went from making 20 million rupees to 600 million rupees. That is 2 crores to 60 crore revenue in 12 months. Another expanded his business from India to 5 countries. This isn't fluff. This is about rewiring the foundation that every other success rests on. But for now, use what you have. Let this video shift you. The link is in the description. This was just part 1 of the WAP process. In episode 2, we are going to talk about ability and why your nervous system might be sabotaging you even when you are working hard. So subscribe and hit the bell icon, because if you miss that one, you miss the real reason why effort alone isn't enough. Like this video, comment below, and share it with someone who is secretly struggling to feel enough. Because the moment you engage, you start building momentum. This is Dr. MD. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take charge.